Hey, this is David Owen.
And this is Marian Cowagowan.
And this is You Show Me Yours Rewatches Degrassi Junior High.
Yep, and all through 2026, we are rewatching the Canadian teen fave from the late 80s, early 90s. We both watched it as teens, preteens, and now we're rewatching it as adults. And wow, does it feel different in some cases. Whoo boy.
Yes, and this time we are watching Season 1, Episode 4, The Cover-Up.
The Cover-Up. What are we covering up, you ask? We're covering up child abuse.
Yes, this is a very special episode.
And we're fixing it in
Degrassi.
one afternoon.
Yes.
If only we knew about this fix, everything else could have been solved.
Yep.
No. So, but this is noteworthy because this episode, despite having such a heavy main plot, it actually kind of has three plots. We've got an A plot and then a B plot that's pretty much tied in with the A, and then we kind of have a C plot. So shout out for complex storylines.
There's a lot going on.
Maybe I don't know. So we will explain that in a second. But our big A plot is our main character is Rick Monroe, who has been in the background of some things. I think we met him the first episode, and they exposited that he had been left back. So he is 13, but he's in 7th grade, or grade 7, as the Canadians say. I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, I think it's probably European because I think they do that or English. I think they do that in England.
Well, no, they have forms in England, so I really don't know.
I don't know.
Sometimes I think that some countries are just like, they do that and they do that. Okay, we're going to do this other thing because we want to be different.
Yeah.
Which I have it on, if I remember correctly, that is why Americans spell some things differently. They were like, if the British do that, we're going to do this over here.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, Canadians in their grade 7 nomenclature. Turns out that Rick, it's just him and his dad is this awful mustache twirling villain. Looks kind of like Tim Robbins, actually.
A little bit, yeah.
Which is odd because I think of Tim Robbins as like he's Andy Dufresne in my head.
Yeah.
When Learn How to Fly, except here he very much does. And he's the, your classic TV and movie abuser who he's fine, and then something sets him off and he just immediately goes full on mustache twirling villain asshole. I wrote in my notes he makes Vula's dad look like Danny Tanner, or even more fun than Danny Tanner, like Tony Maselli, or he makes Vula's life looks much rosier compared to Rick's. The thing that sets him off this time is, what is it? He thought that Rick was muttering under his breath, talking back or something, and it goes to full on. And the next time it's Rick gave his friend the last soda. I mean, I get being irritated with your kid, but this is not that. So, so Rick shows up to school with, he's got bruises, but he's so the kid is, he's just shrinking into himself to avoid attention ever from anybody, including he never looks happy. Would you be happy?
Right.
And he never smiles. And so Caitlin and Susie, who also we haven't seen much of them, they've been in the background, are 7th graders with him, and they notice that he never smiles. And the B plot is they're trying to make him smile.
Yes.
Don't do this. Don't.
Yeah.
At least they're trying to make him laugh. They're not saying, "Hey, Rick, you should smile," which is what women get from men these days. I thought this was kind of made up, but I legit had a man come up to me at the gas station one day and be like, "Hey, you should smile." I said, "Don't tell women what to do." And he just immediately, he was like, "Oh, you're one of them feminists," and just walked off. But yeah, don't do that. And also don't make people smile because you have feelings about it. Let people have their resting mean face.
Also, if you're going to try to make someone smile, the best way to do it
is to have really bad jokes.
No, the best way to do it is to get some rubber bands and a watermelon, some hot dogs.
Oh no!
Some Church's chicken.
No.
Maybe a couple of pickles.
No.
And attach them to your face.
Oh no!
And then sing a song about it.
No. I'm
the hot dog, watermelon, dill pickle, Church's chicken man.
Head man.
Chicken head man.
Yes.
Het man.
Yeah. Yes. Guys, is this still on TikTok now?
Yeah, Silly his username is Silly Unk. And all he does every day is post one or more videos of him putting
various things on his
attaching
head.
food to his face and head to the point of him looking in extreme discomfort. And then he sings a song about how he's the watermelon het man, and then says, "I hope you laughed. Bye."
Yeah. And let me tell you, I never laughed. The two other people in my household force me to watch these, and they laugh at my discomfort, and I hate it because this man looks unwell and I don't want to watch it.
I just respect the hustle.
Respect it somewhere else, please.
This guy is getting out here. He goes and he buys a watermelon, and then he cuts it in half. So, and he progressively, like, he alters it. So the first time he's just got a watermelon on his head, and he's got, something else on his face, Church's chicken, whatever. And then he's got hot dogs. He's got a pack of hot dogs. So he's like, what can I do? So he puts holes in the watermelon and puts hot dogs in the watermelon helmet that he's wearing.
Like antenna.
And then at some point he's got Snickers bars in those holes. It's just, it's amazing. The creativity.
That is not the word I would use.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Caitlin and Susie don't do that.
They should, but they don't.
They do put pig snouts on their faces and just, and Rick correctly just looks at them like they are insane and walks away and does not smile.
Yeah.
Spoiler, Rick only smiles when there's something to smile about. When there's something to be happy about.
When he's no longer abused.
Yes.
That's the only time he smiles.
When we've fixed the abuse.
Yeah.
And yes, so back to Rick and the abuse. So, and there is a nice sort of parallel story where Joey Jeremiah showing a little bit of sensitivity this episode, tiny bit, a little bit of growth for him. They're having photo day later this week, and he gets home and discovers that his mom thought that his favorite jean jacket was too ripped up to wear.
Yeah.
And she cut it up to use to patch something else.
Other things, yeah.
And he says, "Oh, you ruined my life. This is child abuse."
Yeah.
And at one point he is saying this in front of Rick, like, "Oh, it's just child abuse is what it is."
Yeah.
Rick does not say anything. He's hiding the abuse, and he says, "Well, hey, I have a jacket that you can buy. It was my brother's. He's got this brother named Frank, who apparently the father hates Frank and gets upset at any mention of Frank, and that was what I think set off one of the beatings." But we still have Frank's clothes at the apartment, even though Frank's forbidden to come over. We still have his clothes there.
Sure.
So you can buy Frank's jacket, come over. And so Joe goes over. Jacket fits, jacket's great. And Rick has given Joey a soda, a pop, he says. Yeah. And that's when Rick's dad comes home and finds out that the last one is gone, and immediately goes to beating on Rick.
Yes.
Like, whoa, dude, it's 4:00 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Chill out. And like, Joey is in the room when this starts, and he immediately leaves and is like, oh my God. And he's kind of worried about this. And he says something to the school secretary, but it's very like asking for a friend, except she's like, no, you're not.
So we have to preface this by saying that the whole thing opens with Joey tripping over some bikes and getting a nick on his head.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So there's a convenient injury.
And so, and he then proceeds to lie to everybody about how it happened. Oh, these two guys were beating up a grade 7 and whatever, you know.
It's a little bit Boy Who Cried Wolf.
Yes. And so when he asks the secretary, what should I do if I know about a boy who's getting beat up by his dad? She sees the bandage on his head and is like, is everything okay at home, Jeremiah?
She puts 2 and 2 together and gets 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she calls the Canadian version of Child Protective Services. And that afternoon, when Joey gets home with Rick, because he's got to get the money that he owes.
Jacket.
Yeah. The social worker is there. And he's having a conversation with Joey's parents and Joey's dad, and they have shown themselves to be, just good parents, fine. Like,
his dad seems kind of like a little bit of a goofball, cut up, kind of, probably where Jeremiah gets it.
Yeah. We saw him wearing an apron and working in the kitchen. So that's code for he's a good guy, I guess. He says something like, we have 4 children and we've never abused any of them. Sometimes we've wanted to, but we haven't. And I was like, oh no. But it was the 80s. We joked about these things. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the social worker, You know who he looked like? The guy who's one of the villains in Scrooged, the guy that they bring in from California to replace what's his face. Like he's got the hair and he's kind of got that
Bryce.
Flock of Seagulls outfit.
Maybe, but I can see that. I can see that. I thought he looked like the other guy from Wham.
Oh yeah,
not George.
Not George Michael, the other one,
the other guy.
But yeah, he's very cool looking, and he rides a motorbike.
He's got a leather jacket, motorcycle.
Yeah,
he's got his shirt and his tie, his burgundy button down with matching tie, and he's got his leather jacket over it.
He doesn't wear a blazer; he wears a leather jacket.
He's got his totally puffed out. It's sort of like Patrick Swayze in the '80s adjacent. Like it's Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse kind of hair.
Yeah, it's very era appropriate.
Yeah.
Well, he has his motorcycle parked in front of Jeremiah's house, and so Rick sees it, and so this is an opportunity for a conversation. Rick lost his chain on his bike, and the social worker has the tools to fix it miraculously. So that's the end.
Yeah, because the social worker essentially realizes that Joey is not the abused one here. He was asking for this friend who's clearly bruised standing in front of him, and Rick doesn't want nobody's help. Don't need nobody's help.
And you can read his face, and Rick immediately leaves, and the social worker is not dumb. Which honestly, the stories that I hear about people getting stuck with Child Protective Services, you would think that the social workers are dumb and don't see what's really going on, but in this one, it does.
Canadian,
he does. Yeah, right. smarter public servants there. So then somehow the next day, Rick shows up to school and is like, hey, I'm going to go live with my brother for a while. So we solved it in an afternoon. Like it only took an hour. And apparently Rick's dad was like, yeah, that's fine. No problem. I won't do that again, but go live with Frank. And Frank was like, no problem.
Yeah. My kid brother, come live with me. Sure.
Awesome. That's totally fine. I don't have any clothes. Yeah. They're all at my dad's house, and I can't have them.
My jean jacket that would fit an eighth grader, a slight build eighth grader, is still at my dad's house. But
sure, that's fine.
My clothes that would not fit an adult man, are still
there. Yeah, and so earlier, I think when Rick said, "I can sell you the jacket," Joey was like, "Okay, thanks, buddy," and Rick is like, "I'm not your buddy." Well, this time he says, okay, thanks, buddy. So, everything's fixed. We solved child abuse.
And Rick then
smiles,
and Caitlin and
Susie are like, look,
they see it.
Smiling.
He's smiling.
I don't know if they really learned their lesson that you can't force smiling.
Well,
but
perhaps.
Yeah.
But that was you're assuming that was even their lesson to learn.
I don't know.
And that they weren't just comedy relief for this episode.
Were they comedy at all?
I mean,
what was the other joke? Why did the turtle cross the road? Because it was the chicken's day off. Yeah. And what's great is like there's back and forth shots, and you can see people behind Rick and people behind Caitlin and Susie just watching them like, what are you doing? You're so embarrassing yourselves right now. I don't like this at all.
Yeah. And this whole A plot brings us Joey on a skateboard, which we may have seen before. I know we've seen him with a skateboard, but he's riding around full on a skateboard, and he's got a beret.
I did like that. I was a fan of berets.
He's got him a beret.
Yeah. Did you know when I stopped wearing a beret?
I bet I know when you stopped wearing a beret.
I bet you do.
Yeah.
1998-9 when people told me that I looked like Monica Lewinsky, who was known for wearing a beret.
Yes.
And I was like, we're just going to stop that right now.
Yep.
I don't think I look like her at all, but enough people do, including some random woman in a McDonald's in like 2003.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I think people, for some reason, when people don't get told that they look like beautiful people, like if they get told they look like someone who has a prominent nose or a prominent chin or, crooked teeth. So I have crooked teeth, and I've been told that I resemble Jonathan Davis from Korn, the lead singer from Korn, who also has crooked teeth.
Okay.
And I'm just, when someone told me that, I was thinking like, you're saying that because I have crooked teeth like him. But yeah, I think, and I don't think there's anything wrong with Monica Lewinsky. But
no, I think she's lovely.
I think in general, she was clowned upon for being, you know, a little overweight and a little doughy faced.
Well,
and,
yes. I don't think people said that to me to be mean.
No,
but
I don't think they did either. I'm saying I just think people's reaction when they get told they look like someone who isn't, like if someone said, so like when I said, I think you look like Jennifer Connelly, you were like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm flattered. Oh, whoa.
Yes.
You didn't immediately go, I don't see it.
Well, I also don't see it.
Yeah.
But no,
so yeah.
it's the coloring. But
spoilers, you look like Monica Lewinsky. Like old pictures of you, you look like Monica. And if you put a beret on, it's just even more.
Well, yes.
You know, so it's like if you had real big, you know, puffed up forearms and someone said you look like Popeye, you'd be like, I don't look like Popeye. Oh, man, I don't look like Popeye.
While eating spinach, I don't look like Popeye. Anyway, this was 10 years earlier, and Joey could wear a beret without being compared to
anybody could wear a beret without being compared to.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, those like we get our backstories filling in for Joey here. You know, we see his parents for the first time. We see his sweet beret. He's a skateboard boy. Riding on a skateboard, you know, just a good Joey backstory. We see what I can only assume is his ongoing struggle with the principal.
Yes,
the unseen principal.
I was thinking, I don't think we ever meet the principal. We just hear him, including when the secretary is like, "Mr. Jeremiah is here for a chat," and the principal just gives this weary, "Send him in."
Yeah,
like I don't know what that's supposed to accomplish. Especially when you just send the kid without any explanation for why they're there. That seems, I don't think they do that anymore.
Oh, if Joey Jeremiah shows up, you know why he's there.
Yes, but like specifically, you know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much our.
Yeah, I think it's interesting though. So we saw the outside of Vula's house, right?
And the inside
at some point.
Yeah.
And we saw Lucy's house, and now we're seeing Joey's house and Rick's house. And Joey's is just a middle unit townhouse. Not fancy, but fine.
Yeah.
Rick's got a real dark apartment that's like in a hidden entrance and upstairs.
Yeah,
and,
I feel like
you know,
it's in the city.
Yeah. Well, it's all kind of urban, but
yeah, but I'm saying like it's downtown.
You know,
you know, it's like there's probably a Italian restaurant around the corner, right there,
with a flashing neon sign,
bodega.
Pizza by the slice.
Yeah.
But so whereas we saw Lucy's house that was apparently supposed to be super nice with her loose parents,
yes,
and Vula's house was just kind of suburban and average, I guess. You know, so it's interesting to see
room,
this range of economic situations, socioeconomic, different classes, I guess. Rick's dad wears a suit, but is still an asshole.
Yeah, they live in what, you know, what looks like coded for like a mechanic should live here. But yeah, he wears a suit and he goes to some kind of stressful job.
Yeah, where he needs a soda when he gets home.
Yeah.
Rick doesn't have a mom. We don't learn. Absent parents have no backstory
at
here.
this point. Yeah.
But yeah, like I think when you're looking at Vula's story, you could sort of read that she died or something. But with Rick, I'm going to guess that she left. She just pieced out, was like, "I'm sorry, kids. I can't handle it. Your dad sucks. You know, Frank, watch out for your brother."
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's interesting to see just the backstories and the diversity of the student body, which I think is an asset in any school.
Yeah.
Diversity of ethnicity and class and income and all these things. So that's nice to see.
If you think about who you're aiming this show at, it's a good it's a good thing to do. Yeah. And I do like that this show is taking its time to kind of flesh out these characters and show us taking some time. It's not just, there are characters that seem to be regularly featured, but it is not clear that there is a single set or 2 or 3 stars of the show.
Yeah, it's not like there's an A cast and a B cast. Yeah. It's everybody is pretty even. And I do, much as I have said in previous episodes, how Joey Jeremiah is just really sort of a twerp, and how did I ever think that this Yutz was cute. This shows some real sensitivity with him that I really appreciate. That, of course, because nobody is one note. No one is completely a jokester all the time. You know, it had to be there. So it's nice to see it.
Yes.
I probably won't see it again for a while, but
yes.
you know.
Well, yeah. And while all this was going on, we had another picture day related storyline. As we check back in on Steph, who is still class president and still
wearing tube tops,
still wearing borderline inappropriate junior high clothing, changing every day. Still, her mom doesn't know.
I admire the commitment, I have to say.
Yeah, really.
And she has completely different wardrobes for home and school.
Yeah.
To the point where, and she's just now realizing this, like a couple days before photo day.
Yeah.
She's
well, she doesn't even realize it. Vula brings it up.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, so
that's
Stephanie
true.
is still like Stephanie would have just gone on about her merry business and just taken the picture and then got yelled at by her mom or whatever.
That's true. Vula is still doing an admirable job of holding on to this grudge and being super pissed at Stephanie. Yeah. Like even I at this point would be like, whatever, just leave me alone. But Vula is like zingers all the time.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Are you allowed to talk to me? I'm such a peasant. Which I was like, I don't know where that came from. That was but okay. Yeah, and she says, "Oh, so photo day. What's your mom going to say when she sees your new image?"
Yeah.
And Stephanie's like, "Oh, crap.
I literally didn't think about that before this moment right
here. I never did the math on that. Oh, no.
When you come home with a picture in a tube top, what is she going to say?"
Like, "Stephanie, why does it look like you're naked in this photo? Yeah. There's nothing on your shoulders. What's going on?" Right. And she... Yeah, so apparently, two separate wardrobes, never the twain shall meet. And so she doesn't have anything from her, quote, home clothes that will work for her new image to wear at school. And she says, if I wear home clothes for my picture, everyone will laugh at me. Ma'am, most people won't notice.
Yeah, just really won't even care. You walk in every day in home clothes.
Yeah. Like, well, yeah. And I think everybody everyone has it figured out of what you're doing. It's all, totally. Whatever, but if I have a picture taken in my school clothes, my mom will lose it. Like, yes, she will. Who are you more scared of? But also you're 13. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other.
Yeah.
Well, she ends up wearing one of the most egregious outfits for photo day.
Sure.
And I was like, girl, be strategic about this. Come on.
Yeah, there had to be something slightly more modest than this.
It's like a super low cut corset top that's I think it's some waist showing too, and a little denim mini skirt. I mean, the bottom doesn't really matter, but the
and the hair tease and the whole thing that she does, the makeup.
Yes. Yeah. The previous day when she was talking to Vula, she was wearing, it was a halter neck blouse, but it had a collar and everything. And so if you only see the photo part, it would be not that bad. Put a jean jacket on. Mm-hmm. Take a lesson from Joey Jeremiah. Exactly. He says the 4 J's. Joey Jeremiah and his jean jacket. Put a jacket on. Put a cardigan. Borrow a cardigan from Vula.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Or borrow her Eastern European peasant outfit.
Vula.
Yeah, she looks. The thing that she wears to picture day is like what the Czechoslovakian peasants would wear to church.
Or it's so how in the 60s, and I think this was more of a thing in the UK, there was this, they brought back Victorian collars and lots of frills and lace and, ascots and all these just super fancy and fluffy things. That's what it looks like. It's like a red velvet kind of a vest with a matching skirt, I think. And then the blouse underneath has this super full collar that starts at the neck and goes all the way down, halfway down the bodice and and it's a lot.
It's crazy.
No 13-year-old should be wearing that.
Yes. But like I said, I'm sure when we watched it, I was like, I'm sure her dad dressed her. He was like, "Oh, this is your mother's. She wore this on her. On her Specklich day.
This was before she went to the dance.
She wore this on the day that the town elders verified she was a virgin."
Is she from Mykonos or Kazakhstan or
wherever?
She's from Borat.
It's going around.
Okay.
It's going around Europe.
Completely culturally insensitive to Vula. I'm sorry. But I just want to be clear. The things I'm making fun of are the things that she does now living in Canada. So I'm not making fun of her culture. Dave is doing that. I'm not. I'm making fun of her as Canadian. Totally different.
You're
totally
saying,
fine.
I'm making fun of her culture, and you're saying you got to assimilate if you want to live in Canada.
No, I'm saying you got to stop being a dork.
Right.
Because listen, I know about being a dork and how when you stop being a dork, life gets marginally better. Mm-hmm. Marginally?
Yeah, a little bit.
So I'm an advertisement for if you stop being a dork, you're 10% happier.
It might get a little happier.
You learn how to smile.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, this plot is just seemingly here because they wanted to lighten things up and pad it a little bit.
Yeah, we don't find out what happens.
Right. So yeah, we don't know. She takes the picture, like we said, in her school, quote unquote, school clothes.
She looks incredibly uncomfortable.
Yes, and we're gonna see what happens. And but yeah, I think this was seemingly just here to give us another peek into the Stephanie Vula dynamic. And to continue with Vula's sassiness.
I have to, I mean, like, I am impressed at the commitment, but also I'm like, okay, you gotta, this is eating you alive. Yeah, this storyline is the equivalent of, what's the line about holding a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Like, she is dosing herself with the poison all the time.
She is holding a grudge like you do, so... You know, I mean, you got game, got to respect game.
I don't think I drink the poison like that. I don't go out of my way to be sassy to the other people.
Maybe not.
Well,
maybe not. But yeah, there's just not a lot more to say about this. It's just it's a fun, silly little side thing. You know, it's like something that Arthur would get into. Like it's just a fun little distraction. That it's like the experiment from the which was the A plot, but like it's just like, you know, when they're mapping out the school and looking for Jeremiah and the episode.
It's very much like junior high hijinks.
Yeah, exactly. It's the thing that's supposed to lighten the whole Rick situation.
Yeah. Here's children getting beaten, but here's Stephanie in a tube top feeling anxious about it. Ha ha. Speaking of Arthur, do you suppose that he wore the t-shirt with the pen in the collar?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Wheels wore his Green Bay shirt.
I think we saw him in it, so we had confirmation that he wore that.
Yeah. Everybody's wearing their best wardrobe. Yeah. Arthur with the neck stretched out.
Yes.
From the pin.
Well,
he may have taken the pin off, but the neck is definitely still stretched out.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy. Well, Arthur does show up in the next episode.
Ooh, nice.
Do you want to hear that description?
Let's do it.
So the next episode is called The Great Race. Melanie shows up again. I always did like Melanie. Melanie is part of the girls' swim team, deals with bullying due to her breast size. Oh, I can relate. As sports representative Jason Cox expresses sexist attitudes toward the swim team. Why sexist attitudes and breasts? Like I feel like those are two different things, but okay. Leading Lorraine L.D. Delacourt, we've seen her. She's the one who's like, this summer my dad let me work on his '59 Ferrari.
Oh yeah.
Leading LD to challenge his soccer team to a swim race. Swim team versus the soccer team. Like, sure. Meanwhile, Arthur and Yick notice that everyone is growing taller than them.
Oh.
That's your B plot, is Arthur.
Yeah, like I said, Arthur and Yick can always be depended upon to get into some hijinks.
Yes. Yeah. The episode after that, Rick comes back, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this now because it's so funny, and then I'll tell you again next week. Rick wins $100 and gives everyone free licorice.
Nice.
Which arouses the suspicion of Arthur and Yick, who think that Rick stole Yick's money. Why did Rick and Yick, they didn't think that through. Yeah. Apparently when Rick goes to live with Frank, he doesn't get beaten, but there's still petty crime.
But he sounded like he won $100.
Maybe.
Don't you just assume.
Everyone licorice. Of all the things, licorice.
Oh, licorice is so good.
Well, sometimes. Well, you have to wait till episode 6 for that. So next time we're doing
If I win $100, I will give everybody good and plenties. It'll be great.
I'd rather like some toffee or something.
No, it's got to be licorice.
Why licorice?
So I'm just saying, good and plenty at least has a candy coating.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, folks, we would love to know what you think about this episode. Do you have suggestions on what Stephanie could have worn that would fit the new image and not freak her mom out? Yes. I feel like that's really the only thing that we can be sort of whimsical about from this episode, because you can't make jokes about the child abuse part. if you had a joke for Caitlin and Susie to tell Rick, what would it have been? Like, still don't do that. Don't try to make people smile, but come up with better jokes.
Yeah.
Let us know. You can reach us a couple different ways. You can send us an email at ysmypodcast. That's ysmy for you show me yours at gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, same handle. You can DM us, or you can look at our main feed for links to all of our episodes. In 2026, we have episodes every single week. The first Wednesday of the month, we are doing our standard You Show Me Yours thing, showing each other movies that we loved before the first date. And all the rest of the Wednesdays of the month, we are rewatching Degrassi Junior High. So we will see you next time. In the meantime, this has been You Show Me Yours. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.